Okay, welcome back to Teal House Farm, and today we're gonna work on a little project, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So a couple days ago I posted this short video, and I was talking about how I needed a Christmas card really quick, kind of last minute, and we were already at Target, so I just grabbed one off the shelf. Nothing fancy. It was literally just a card that said Merry Christmas. Did not play music, didn't have things that popped out inside, and it cost me $7.50. And that was my fault because I didn't read the price. I figured super simple card, it's gonna be $3 or $4 at Target, but no, it was $7.50. And so many of you posted like you need to buy your cards at Dollar Tree and all that kind of stuff, and you guys are absolutely right. I would not have bought that if I had read the price before I had scanned it. And at that point, if you know what the self-scan out is like, it takes longer to sit there and wait for somebody to come help you void something that you don't want. And I had the kids and I just didn't want to mess with it, so I paid for it. Ridiculously expensive card. But anyway, today I'm actually at the Dollar Tree, which is there. You can't really see the sign because there's a tree in front of the Dollar Tree, because on that video, one of our longtime viewers, Adele, posted that not only does she buy cards at Dollar Tree, but she makes her own wrapping paper from paper that she buys at the Dollar Tree. So I thought, what a fun idea. I'm gonna go in and see if I can find just a roll of white or brown paper and then have the kids decorate it, and we'll use it as wrapping paper this year, which not only will save some money, but it'll be completely no waste, because the paper, the non-shiny wrapping paper, just the brown packing paper, whatever, it can be composted. So regular wrapping paper's got all sorts of stuff printed on it. You can't really compost it. It's got usually has plastic or metallic components. But this we could, and I think it'll be cheaper. Wrapping paper is super expensive this year too, just like the cards. And it's one of those things that, do you need to wrap gifts? No, not really. But does it make it more fun for the kids? Like, absolutely. And I'm not going to spend as much money on wrapping paper as I just did on gifts, right? So we're going to go on Dollar Tree and see if they have any. If they don't have any here, we'll run down to Walmart and see if it's not too expensive. I know Walmart does have it, but it's like a really big roll, like way more than we need. So we're going to check here at Dollar Tree first. But thank you, Adele, for the idea. And I think the kids are going to have so much fun doing this today too. We're even going to make our own paints, because I want to make sure if I'm putting it in the compost pile, everything is biodegradable and it's not store-bought paint. So stay tuned. We'll show you how we're all doing it. Let's go look. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Got 2 packs. This is packing paper. It's a little bit thinner than the brown paper I wanted, but I think this will still work great. And I mean, for $2.50 for 2 of these, it's gonna be the cheapest wrapping paper ever, and it's gonna be compostable, which is great. First, I head out to the barn, find an old painting kind of vinyl sheet thing I use to protect the floor whenever the kids are doing a big art project. I think it's actually an old shower liner. Ivy gets started. It's 2 cups of flour plus 2 cups of salt. And we're gonna sift those together a little bit so it doesn't get clumpy. And then after all that's mixed in, we're going to add 2 cups of water slowly while she mixes. And we're just gonna keep mixing until all the clumps are gone. I actually took out a whisk to make sure it was nice and smooth. We're gonna separate these out into individual cups before we add our food coloring. I'm using glass mason jars to make sure the color doesn't stain anything. And we added about 5 drops of color to each jar. We got some really vibrant colors, and that was really cool. The kids were excited that the colors were so dark. We chose 5 different colors we wanted to try, and then we set out our paper sheets to get started painting. We decided to do our best to just try the colors and not give everybody a paint palette. I was worrying about it being too messy if everybody had paint palettes out on the tarp, and the kids did a really good job sharing. We used a couple different sized paint brushes, and then everybody just got to work. We did have a water glass to make sure the girls could rinse their paint brushes between colors, which helped keep the colors from spreading. At first, the kids were doing more abstract designs, and then they decided they wanted some Christmassy designs. We had some Christmas trees, and later on the big girls made some ones that looked like ornaments. Mr. P, we decided it was best if he wasn't involved in this, he'd probably eat the paint, so he just had a snack. I put all the paintings up on a drying rack so that they could dry overnight. Okay, it's the next day. We've let them dry. And they're looking pretty good. I'll show you. So somebody made a Christmas tree. We actually had several Christmas trees. We have lots of abstract ones from little people. If I did it again, one thing I'd do differently is I would maybe get Christmas tree like sponges that little kids could stamp, or I'd get stencils for little kids. So it could maybe make a little bit of a nicer looking paper, though it doesn't really matter. This is just for our family, just to wrap and put under the tree. We only ended up needing to use one package of the paper. I bought two because I wasn't sure how thin it would be if I'd have to like glue them together, but these were thick enough that the paint did not rip them or anything like that, and I think they'll do great for wrapping. So really, this whole project cost me less than $2, which is gonna wrap all of the presents for our family. I'm gonna go wrap a sample present now without the camera, in case little people watch this video again later so nobody knows what they're getting for Christmas. No, but I will show you what it looks like all wrapped up. Okay, there it is, all wrapped. Pretty cute. One thing I do notice is that the paint, because it's got salt in it, it kind of flakes a little bit. I think if I do this again, I probably won't use the homemade paint. I might either use colored pencils or just store-bought washable paint, because that salt, it makes it look really glittery, which is cool, but then you get glittery salt everywhere. So I think after we unwrap our presents on Christmas, we're gonna have to sweep the floor from the salt. But the girls had a lot of fun doing it. It's a cool, cheap craft, and we'll wrap all our presents in it, and they get to rip open their own wrapping paper on Christmas, and then it just all gets to go in the compost pile, no waste. So thanks so much for watching, and we will see you guys again really soon.